Right, so I got my trigger module installed. I think my air gap is probably a little too big. I'm just eyeballing. It's getting dark out. I took out the plug, and I'm hoping if I hook up a jumper pack, it will actually crank over. That's the next question, is will it? So let's get the jumper and see what we got. So I've got some total sketchiness here. I got the ground clamped onto a bolt that holds the solenoid on. This total rigged cable here on the hot. Let's see. Well, we got a clicking solenoid, so something's happening. I think we got to reconvene our connections here, maybe clean up this rusted piece of junk terminal a little bit. I hit the solenoid with a wrench, and let's see if that helps. Now I can hear the starter going, but I don't think the Bendix gear is coming up. So let me come around to the back here and try to get a closer look. Yep. That's exactly the problem. So, oops, just broke my washer drawer. That was smart. Oh man, I step on these things all the time. That was dumb. So anyways, if I move it by hand, it's coming up. You know, I think I'm going to give it a little shot of WD-40. See if that helps out. Now, a lot of guys say not to use grease or oil in here or anything, so I figure I'll just give it some WD, because that's none of the above. And let's see. Yeah, that is kind of the problem, I think, is that, let's see. See, it's, I can engage it up by hand without any issues at all. Maybe just needs a little lubrication. Since it's been sitting outside exposed for a very long time. Yeah, look how easy that's starting to move now. I bet that will do the trick. Yeah, I just touch it and it moves now. That's good. All right, let's see what happens now. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, yeah, it's turning. Do we have any spark is the real question. Let's see. This is all like half-assed. There's nothing really here that's got any real meat to it, that's not rusty to put that plug on. Ooh, I saw one little spark when I let go of the key. Just telling me that something's probably wired wrong. So, why would that be? Maybe my coil here is hooked up backwards. Maybe my crank trigger's backwards. According to the website, it's not supposed to make any difference, but before I get wrenches out, I figure I'll give it a shot. And it didn't change anything. I'll put it back the way I had it. Why not? Let's see. Yeah, the black wire on top, the red wire on the bottom. Let's see. Yeah. Do I have everything hooked up? Yeah, I have everything hooked up. I don't know why it's not really working right. Kind of strange. I think I just remembered what the problem is. I remember having this problem on my first go around with the GM module. I think the problem is that I put the ground to the coil, to the frame, which it shouldn't be, and that's just grounding the whole thing out like I got the kill wire on, I think, you know. So let me disconnect that ground and hit the key again and see what we got at that point. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna come over here and pull off this wire that goes to my ground on my frame. What I did for testing purposes, I just grounded the plug out to actually, let me ground this out to the frame over here or something. I'll just do it the way I was doing it originally on the head. Let's see if this has any change in anything here. It's really hard for me to kind of do this one-handed. I need an assistant here. And it's dark. That's not helping. Let's see. Yeah, that did the trick. Oh man. Let me give it a little squirt of carb cleaner and see if it will fire up for a minute. Record, I don't know if the timing's right or anything, but I'm gonna give it a shot. This thing is hard to crank. Man, that battery is tough, man. Let me try taking the plug off and try it now. Or just the wire, in case the timing is causing the problem. No, I think I just need more balls to turn it. That's the problem. So, anyways, I don't know what's going on with my battery pack here, but oh, it says it's got 77% charge, 79, 80. I don't know why it keeps like, maybe it's regenerating itself. Look, every time I hit it, it goes up. It should have enough power to crank this mighty Onan, but clearly it's not right now. Let me see. Maybe I can back it up so it's kind of like the farthest away from the compression stroke. There, let's see if that gives it enough oomph that it can get around. I want it to run backwards there. I bet the timing's off. Yeah. Anyways, I'll have to charge my jumper pack and see if we can get back to this. I need like a compression release socket on here, huh? Damn, the thing is diesel. Come on, get the wire. I'm just going to pull the plug and see if I actually do have spark again. It's kind of a high compression Onan, I guess, huh? Let me see how it works now. Got no problem with that. Crank it all day long with that plug out, but once you put that plug in there, man, thing's got some serious compression. I bet my starter is probably weak too. I mean, it is like 50 years old and it's been sitting outside, so it really wouldn't shock me if the starter needs to be cleaned up a little bit too, if you know what I mean, you know? But anyways, I do have spark. Yeah, the minute the plug's in there, I got nothing. I don't know if the starter's hot. Yeah, it's pretty hot. Well, it's not that bad. I've seen worse, but alright, we'll charge the battery and we'll try again tomorrow. Alright, so I charged my battery pack overnight here, and I'm going to see if it's got enough balls to turn this thing over today. I hope so. Let's see what happens. Nope. There we go. That's running on carb cleaner, so that's a good sign. What I got to do is make a little fuel tank on here. What was I doing before? I got the whole, you know what, I think I had the fuel tank hooked up before. I got my whole gas line on there. I got to go back up to the tank here and investigate the situation. Let's see. Okay, so the gas tank is empty. There's like a drop in the bottom. Let me turn the flash on. Yeah, so the gas tank is empty here, and it looks like I had plumbed a whole new fuel line and everything. So I'm going to go get my gas can and put some gas in it and see if I can actually, you know, get it to run. That'd be awesome. Okay, so I put a little gas in there and I blew in the gas tank, tricked it, and now I gave it another squirt of carb cleaner and see if we can get it to fire over again. Now we got nothing here. What happened? Oh, my ground fell off. Let's see. Let me get my ground back on here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got now. I don't know if there's any gas coming up that line or not, but let me see. I'll give it a little more carb cleaner. I really need to stand on this side so that I can squirt it in there as it starts to crap out, you know. Let's give it a shot here. Let's see. Oops, too much. And I think I smoked my battery already. That only took a minute. Damn. Okay, I'm out here again. I got my jumper charged, and I'm gonna see if I can get this thing to start today. See what happens this time. Man, that was close. I think the timing's off, but I can't tell without it running. It's kind of a tough situation. Let me try. Oh, the whole spark plug is loose. See if it cranks. Without even having the spark plug hooked up, it doesn't even crank. So whether the timing's off or not is almost irrelevant. Let's see. Chokes on. I think basically I need a better battery. You got to get one of those stupid value power jobbers at Walmart again. Oh well. Oh man, so close, guys. It ran the other night. It really did. I wanted to go there. I gotta get a better battery. I'm just killing myself here. This is dumb.